Remember, I can always edit this and cut where we actually get set up out. So let's get started here. What up? What up? What up, everybody? Black Love Pages.
Back at you.
Back in the house, back in the building. And this week, we're coming to you guys to talk about something that we all are forced to deal with right now, and that is quarantine.
Yeah. Trying times.
We might have a visitor in a second.
I hear somebody. It's never a dull moment in here.
Maybe not. But anyway, guys, don't forget also, my wife mentioned to me that someone was not getting notified, like when we upload new videos. So if you want to make sure you get notified, please, first and foremost, hit the subscribe button. Number two, that little notification bell, definitely click that. So that way YouTube will notify you every time we upload a new video. Also, as I mentioned in the previous few episodes that we did already, we also use Anchor, which is a very cool app. No sponsorship, not yet anyway. But it's a really cool app that allows you to record a podcast without all the fancy equipment and everything, right from your phone, Android or Apple, doesn't really matter. And it actually puts your podcast out to all the podcast streaming services, Google, Apple, Spotify, you name it. So definitely check them out if you're interested in starting a podcast. So again, like we said, quarantine.
Yeah, so I know a lot of us parents are stressing. We are having kids at home on e-learning. We have a total of 5 kids on e-learning. Well, four in the house, and one actually goes in person to school. Thank God. The youngest, Daniel, he goes in person. But we have Mike's home, working from home, and we have a total of 4 kids all on the internet, plus Mike, so that's 5 people. Yeah. So it does get trying, and I can imagine what our kids are going through as well.
Yes.
Also us, having everybody on. So we just wanted to tap in and just to give you guys some advice on things that we do to try to make this trying time a little bit easier. Also, what we do for the kids to try to like get them out of their rooms. It's not that many places to go, but just to kind of make things exciting, fun. Sometimes we have an app on the phone and they play games with each other in the living room, just to kind of get the kids out of their rooms and interacting with each other, because being in front of a computer all day sucks.
It does. I'm sorry guys, it's challenging, especially just for simple things like just trying to stay active and keep them active, So initially when all this crap first began, well, not when it first began, because it kind of started in February, but I changed jobs at the end of March, and we moved into our house in April. And like right after that, kids started going to school online, and it was weird at first because just trying to get them out of the house was like a challenge. Like I was running outside because we didn't have treadmills initially when we first moved in. So we have like a nice little trail near the house, and I would run little routes in the neighborhood. We would take the kids out to the different schools nearby, just to try
forcefully most of the time, because a lot of times these kids just want to stay on the phones and knock out thoughts. But sometimes you gotta be like, listen, y'all getting out today. We're gonna take a walk. Everybody's gonna take a walk just to get some fresh air.
It is very hard. I'm sorry guys that I'm yawning, but I've been going extra hard like on the treadmill lately because I definitely put on some quarantine weight.
Me
And
too.
you know, just trying to stay active. If it wasn't for that's one thing I guess we could touch on is the fitness aspect of this quarantining, and that's for the entire family. Like we don't
Right.
eat bad as a family. We eat a lot of healthy stuff, home cooked mainly. Probably I would say 70 to 75% we eat at home. And still, you know, it's something about not being able to move around and
Right.
interact and hit
Right.
the trails, and you know that it's just making
We were-
people gain.
We were definitely way more active when we were able to, when outside was open. How about that?
Yes, definitely.
But I mean, you just have to push yourself. Even, you know, just to get on the, you know, take a walk on a treadmill. Also, when you're in the house, you want to eat, you want to snack, you want comfort food. Snacking all day, I know I'm bad at that too. So, just trying to motivate each other to kind of get out there
Yes,
and the kids.
yes. The whole family, you know, like I was lucky to be able to get, you know, push the kids and my wife to go outside a little bit before it got cold. But now with the numbers and man, luckily we were blessed, like extremely blessed. We have great neighbors. One neighbor gave us a treadmill. We got another treadmill for free in our same neighborhood. And basically almost probably 50% of our gym, our home gym,
Was given
free.
to us. Yeah,
was
free. Super blessing.
Yeah, so we have an entire gym. We only need a few more pieces and just add little bits and pieces. We even have a punching bag that was given to us. So, I mean, yeah, we're extremely blessed to literally have a home gym. So the kids do like boxing. We got a little punching bag up now, but I have to learn. Like I don't know a goddamn thing about boxing, so I have to look at some videos and like some different training stuff, and I can kind of get them into that. I think I can really get, they seem to be interested probably until it becomes like real training, just like running. Like they were interested when they would see me like, oh, Mr. Mike running. But then after we, trying to get a mile, they're like, oh damn, a mile. They're like, a mile? What are you talking about, bro? I'm 12. I'm 7.
Yeah.
So, but sometimes it's fun. It's still fun just to, be able to interact with them. And I love. We'll do one of these like from the gym too. One time. Let us know, guys. It's all about the communication. Definitely, please comment. Please comment because YouTube loves that. And if you like it, please thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. I mean, we still get
Absolutely.
YouTube likes the interaction. So.
Yeah, and a couple things that that are very important during quarantine is setting out some time as a couple, to spend time with each other, because you'll get in this habit of working and taking care of the kids and doing laundry and cooking and cleaning and grocery shopping and doing everything for everybody else, but not taking that time to make sure you guys are good. So we do car dates, and a car date basically is we pick up Chinese food, we'll put his phone up or a tablet up in the car, and we'll watch a movie or a TV show, and we'll eat in the car. Sometimes I'll front the house. The kids get a little clever and they know us now, so we might sometimes have to go around the corner and park and just kind of chill and just get that, that one-on-one time, which is very, very, very important in these trying times.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, for me personally, TV is good and watching the news is okay, but sometimes you got to cut that joint off because the news will have you
scared to death.
Have anxiety. Us as Christians, and even if you're not a Christian, but if you believe in a higher power, you just have to know, like, okay, you have to give it to God and not, sit here and panic. But I would say at times we have to turn CNN, Fox News, all that stuff off and just kind of, okay, we need a break from this and regather, because at the end of the day, what's going to be is going to be, and God has the last say in everything. So it's no need, it's, you panicking and being, of course, pray.
Yes.
We pray a lot. We pray over our children,
Lots of
pray for
prayer.
each other, lots of prayer. But also after you pray, give that to God. But definitely turning off the TV and the news to kind of clear your mind. I didn't even notice that I was starting to get anxious and started to like panic and get nervous from listening and listening. It's like every day, these many people died, this many people died. Oh, we expect next week these many people to die. It's like,
Gives you anxiety.
Yeah.
Can't breathe, catch yourself not being able to.
Yeah, and then you start thinking you got COVID. You like, hold up. Let me take a deep breath.
I mean, it's real. It's really real. And then again, I don't know if I mentioned before, we both work for a large healthcare organization, but my wife is frontline, so she's a nurse, so she's seeing it already. I mean, before COVID, her department was already oncology, so that's sad as it is. So now you have patients that have, that have compromised immune systems, and then they have to deal with possibly catching COVID as well. Like,
right.
Come on, man. So yeah,
Crazy.
I mean, with the car date thing, it's funny that she mentioned that, because I remember, like, we really, when the quarantine stuff first kicked in,
we was hitting them.
That kept us alive, man. That really. Man,
it did, and we got some really good spots. Like, we learned a couple really, really, really good quick takeout spots.
Man,
because them kids was wearing us out, and I know, if they wearing us out, I know y'all kids at home are wearing y'all out.
Yeah, car date is the shit. Car date is the shit.
Yeah.
Even without quarantine, car date is the shit. Just do it. Jump in the car. Don't be like, I don't care what time it is or whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't be like, oh, we don't have no time to do nothing. No. You got time. Jump your ass in the car, even if it's a burger and fries. Get in the car, go on a car date. Sit in the car, laugh, trip, put Friday something. I don't care anything. Some whack stuff off of Netflix. I don't care. Just do it. Just you and your wife. Get away from the kids. Tell them you'll be back. You'll see them in a couple minutes. They'll be fine. They got noodles. Ramen noodles. Stop playing. Definitely
right.
Car date.
Yeah.
But other than that,
we've been maintaining.
We've been blessed.
We've definitely been maintaining. It's just, we just want to encourage everybody, because I know we all go through it, and and we've been going through this COVID-19 for about
almost a year, man.
Yeah, almost a year
crazy,
now.
Man.
It's really sad.
Crazy,
but I believe that it's gonna get better. And sometimes you just have to put positive energy into the air. And definitely, I know we're talking, we saying spend time with each other. Also, check on your kids, because they're fighting battles too, and this is not easy for them either. So we make sure they talk our ears off, but we make sure we connect with all of them, and just to check in and do fun things, do fun activities with them, even make them. So sometimes, like we said earlier,
a little bit make them
once in a while.
Yeah, we do, but we don't twist their arms. We do try to encourage, like, the family stuff. Like, we got blessed with this. Neither one of us had an actual dedicated dining room. Now we do. Like, with our family, we've been blessed with so much space. We have space that we don't use. Probably, I don't know, once a month, maybe, if that.
Yeah.
We really got to make it a thing where we, we sit down at least once a week or once a month, at the dinner table, and just see what's going on.
Absolutely.
Give them the option to communicate, because some of them just aren't. That's just who they are. They're not going to until they really, really have to. But at least they know that we're there. They know that you're there and you're trying. Because right now it's so important.
Yeah, and we're interested at any pointers that you guys want to give us, different things that we can do. I think with having a family and and being married and having children, it's tough. And we all are like a village. We lean on each other. So if you guys got certain things that you guys do to help during these crazy times, please let us know.
Yes, definitely. I can honestly say that I don't know, and I sometimes I definitely hear the way that I come off with certain things that I do say. They might come off as sounding not cliche, but like I'm trying to like butter somebody up or something, but it's the truth. So what I want to say is like I can't imagine not being like being having to quarantine like just me. You know what I mean? Like I might complain sometimes, like when one of the kids might bust in the garage when I'm working or I'm on a meeting or I'm trying to study. But at the end of the day, if I didn't hear them, or I don't know, it would be very weird. I really can't see it. Um, I really can't see it. Like just sitting thinking about it, like it was just like me and my wife. Like we're great. Like we take care of one another. Like we're extremely blessed. But I really couldn't really see it.
All of them play a special role in
Oh yeah.
and
As
making
weird as
us.
they might be, 'cause we got
Exactly.
some weird ones.
Yes, we do. And we have a new family member. We have a rabbit. Yeah. Maui.
So,
Micah is our
Dr. Doolittle.
yeah, our Dr.
Yes.
Doolittle. Literally, like she is the picture person like of Dr. Doolittle. She loves animals.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
so we also got rid of my beautiful wife. She tried because we lost our son, man. Like
we lost our
oh
dog that we had since I met Mike, and Mike had the dog even before me, Diesel.
Yeah.
And when we lost that dog, Micah was very, very close to that dog.
Yes.
And this was during quarantine time. And I just felt like
It's weird
we were
because
all
it
mourning.
makes you wonder, like maybe you wonder if he got some type of animal type of
yeah, he had some respiratory
'cause
issues.
they couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, they couldn't figure what happened. But he passed. And I felt like I'm grateful that like me being with Mike for these last like 3 years, I'm like really close to all the kids, but I'm super close to the dog and I'm super close to Micah. And I just could not see her getting up every day and crying and being emotional. It was a week and I told Mike, we gotta get a dog. And he was like, no, it's not the right time.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should wait. And that was number one. I just want to quickly say, if me and Mike being together, he never really disagrees when I say something. And this was the first time I told Mike, this is a lesson for me. He said, I don't think it's a good idea, but if you do it, I support you, but I don't think it's a good idea. And I'm like, okay, get on the internet. I found the dog, found the puppy. It was a German Shepherd mix.
Mm-hmm.
We adopted her. Micah was happy she had a dog. Dog was cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. Was not a good fit for us. It was a bad decision. I should have waited. We needed time to heal. Like all this stuff but me being like, oh man, he never said I told you so, which is a blessing.
Of course not.
But
we all try. We're a team. Whatever we do, we're a team with it, and nobody's gonna be. And that goes for all of us. Myself, my wife, any of the kids. Even my kids who don't live with me. We all they're the extended team. We all like a part of a team. So
yeah.
I'm gonna have you back. I got you. And we're gonna try, and that's what we did for like 4 months.
Yeah, about 3-4 months.
It didn't get, and I just feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I'm not. I haven't had that. I haven't owned that many dogs, but I feel like there's a certain breed for each specific family. Like Diesel. So Monique actually had a dog also before we moved in together. It did not work. She constantly wanted me to allow the kids to interact with Diesel, but I was, because I know his size and he was kind of a bit, so I wanted to take our time. He's a bulldog, but immediately super attached with the kids. I mean, they built up like the best relationship, especially the youngest and Diesel. So, which is Daniel. Like,
Yeah, you couldn't even tell that they weren't around him his whole life. They were. He was such a good dog to them.
Bulldogs are the shit, by the way.
Yeah.
So.
And we are gonna get another. We're gonna get a bulldog. We're gonna work on our yard, and to hold Micah over.
Pit bulls too. Pit bulls are the shit too. But,
so hold her over. We got her. Thank God, her grandmother and her mom got her rabbit. So that
so she has something to take care of right now. So it's still a blessing. And we actually got another Dr. Doolittle in the hospital. We don't right now. We currently are not aware if her pet is alive because we haven't seen. We haven't seen the pet.
We have a lizard.
Almost a year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's Naraya, the oldest girl.
Yeah.
It's funny that my oldest and Mike's youngest, they are so much alike. It's.
They hit it off. Actually, we'll have another episode, but just about them one time. And hopefully one time we can get them on, and we're gonna do something real funny because we found old pictures of them, right? And both of them are just like they're stubborn, they're never gonna admit, like, okay, you know what, I'm sorry. They think they're tough and they soft as cotton goddamn candy. Like they're the main first ones who break down crying and but then they try to act all, it's funny as shit.
Basically.
They swear they're G's.
Yeah.
They G's are like girly girls is what they are.
Right.
But yeah, with the quarantine, you get to see all that and every day, So sometimes I'll dip out. Monique, it's a blessing for her, a blessing and a curse because some days, we sleep great too. So it's hard, like in the morning to get, that's a blessing too. Like
the bed,
you get somebody and you actually sleep. Man, sometimes I snore a little loud, so but she snores probably once a month. Just like me.
If I'm tired, yeah. The sister's tired.
Only once a month.
Yeah, I go
with that. How many nights sleep? I snore, baby. Every night?
No, just when he's tired. Okay. Sometimes when I throw that thing in a circle, it be out.
Yeah, I think I'm throwing it in a circle and I throw my own damn ass in a circle. So,
yeah. Another thing I want to touch on real quick is the kids in e-learning in school because I've had a couple incidents where
that's been crazy.
I know the kids are stressing. I know they have a lot, but I'm like really into grades and doing well. And I just was wondering, how do you guys balance it? Like how, please, for me, I want to be strict on, the kids and make sure they get good grades, but then you want them to have mental clarity too, and you don't want them to be sitting here stressed out on a computer all day. Right. So it's just like how do you balance? I want you to do good grades, but I see that you're stressed out right now and you need a moment, you need a day off. I believe in mental days for kids. I believe that kids need a mental break sometime. But then it's like they miss a day or two in school and they are like so behind. So please, if you guys have any advice.
It's funny you brought that up, baby, because Micah actually has one of the kids has she has a class. One of her classes is guitar, right? So I picked up her guitar. I got it a little late because communication and the lessons every week. You actually have to record yourself playing some of the notes. So I don't know. Like I don't know if it was communication. Micah usually has really good grades. I don't know. I got some emails flying back and forth between her and the teacher, but they're not being very lenient on these kids also, which is weird. Like this is the first time around.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we can't allow you to do this. You got to do it. I mean, it's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
So that was just one of the examples. And sometimes you got to change the dynamic too. Like we were blessed with another one of the kids. His grades were falling kind of short, but he basically it's a team effort, and luckily he has a great biological dad who is still in his life. So what we did was he was able to go there, and dad was able to line him up
Exactly.
and the
Get them grades back
how they
up.
need to be. So
It's a teamwork. And I'm grateful because with women, kids seem to be a little bit more, and I know my kids are a little bit more lenient, especially my boys are a little more lenient. You know, when I tell them to do something, I'm like, you need to do this. Okay, mom, okay. But let their dad say something, it's like the commandment. It's like Moses came off and they're like, okay, and they do it. So sometimes you need to make that connection to,
and
you know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But also, I can say, like, you know, my wife is like the sweetest person ever. I mean, I'm talking sugar sweet. So, you know, and the kids know that. Like,
Yeah.
all of our kids know
All
that.
of them.
Even my kids will try to get, they'll ask questions that they know I don't play around only because she's right there. So they're like, Dad, you know, Dad will do it because Miss Monique's right there, right?
Yeah.
But as far as, like, you know, putting your foot down and stuff like that, man, there's some moms, you know, that don't play around, you know. So I know for a fact I did some things, and you know, my mom didn't play around. So yeah, and also my mother-in-law didn't play around. She raised 2 boys as well. So it's not necessarily
a woman thing, but
it should not be. It should not be. It should be.
But I know for me it is.
It shouldn't. But I mean, like, it shouldn't be the woman having to, you know, be the authority figure. That's why, you know, it's a blessing that biological dad, and also on the non-biological stance. Like, of course, I do teach the boys, you know, certain things and give them guidance. But when it comes to like a disciplinary stance, as long as there's no disrespect, I feel that, you know, you shouldn't have to, especially if dad's there. Like, it's different if dad isn't there, you know.
Yeah.
If dad's there, hey, and he's willing, come on, Dad, you know, handle his business. And
I'm grateful that when it comes to like the discipline part of being a step parent or a bonus mom, that I do pretty good with
she does great.
with they are like, Mike has the most respectful, and I'm not just saying this, he has the most respectful kids, him and his ex. They did good raising these kids, because they will thank me. My kids won't even thank me. I'll cook, they be like, oh great, eat. They're like, thank you, Miss Monique, thank you. And then
it's some privileged stuff too. Plus, that's a blessing in a way as well, because certain things, unfortunately, the girls had to see that. Thank God, you know, Mariah and the boys never had to deal with. So, you know, it all depends on what you have gone through as well to make you more appreciative. Because I didn't go. I mean, I kid around. I'll be like, you know, I'll put the smack down. I really try my best to avoid physically disciplining my children, but I don't spare the rod. You know, if it gets to a certain point, I will, you know, discipline them. But it's, man, you could probably ask them, and they'd be like, they don't even remember. I mean, because I don't try to, you know, and you gotta put that, you gotta strike that fear, you know, for them to know that if you had to, that you will. So, you know, and that's it. Because I really feel like you don't gain anything by like whipping your. I don't want to whip my kids, man.
I think when you start when they're young, then it's different.
Yes.
You can't sit there and allow your kids to do any and everything, and all of a sudden now you want to be stern and want to beat them. Nah, you should have been disciplining them when they was 2, 3, and 4. So I'm grateful that I can look at mines and they know I'm not playing games, and I could just say, and they know. But I think that comes with starting young, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, making sure you set that straight on respect early. I am so big on disrespect. Especially when it comes to kids. Like, you will never disrespect another adult in front of me, my kids or my bonus kids. Like, we don't play that.
And we don't catch things, you know, like, even though I know we kind of went off subject, but, you know, men definitely don't catch everything that girls do. And
I catch it.
I would say women probably don't catch everything that
I'd
boys.
be like, Mike, did you hear
That's
what
why
she
you need
just said?
boys.
And he'd be like, oh, I didn't even know. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, she popped slick with you. He'd be like, I didn't even catch it. I'm like, oh yeah, women, we catch it. We catch it. We definitely know when when the kids start to talk slick.
Yeah. I mean, we had a little funny one today. We had a little funny incident. Had one come home from work, a little stressed out. Slipped a couple words in there.
Yeah, she slipped a couple, goddamn nerves.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa, hold up. Pump them dams back. Yeah, so we gotta keep them straight. But all in all, I can't complain. Through COVID, the pandemic, we've both been able to stay fully employed. We've both been able to make every need. And so I'm grateful to God for that. And those of you out there who are going through, I know God will definitely see you. We'll definitely keep you guys in prayer.
Like,
absolutely.
Every day, I was actually able to, find another job, during, COVID. So, and that's with like mentoring, so actually started a new job and found another part-time job during COVID. So, and also I'm always like, looking into like business opportunities. So we're looking at a lot of things. We're looking at real estate. We're looking at rehabs. Starting our own like counseling center. Basically development center in the city. So just trying to do our part.
Absolutely.
Because people need people, regardless of this pandemic. Like, we really do need one another right now. There's still violence happening, and throughout the country, throughout the world. So,
right.
We got to try to, do something to be better.
Absolutely.
And that's what this channel is all about.
Positivity, love, positivity.
We really don't have, and it's such a blessing. We're so blessed. We don't have. This is not phony. This is us every day. We laugh, we joke, we pick with one another, we love one another, we love our family. We take care, we cater and take care and treat one another. I'm always gonna spoil the crap. I'm trying my best every way possible to spoil the crap out of my wife.
Yes, and
because she deserves it.
Absolutely. And we're far from perfect, but we definitely realize and we're very grateful for each other. Very grateful for each other. Sometimes we have our moments, Lord knows.
I don't have any.
I have my moments sometimes. I have my moments. I have my moments. He was about to get a moment on Thanksgiving, but he didn't even know.
What did I do?
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened.
You know what you did on Thanksgiving?
What I did? Oh. Oh man. Oh,
he was about to see a whole nother side of Monique.
Off topic, right, guys? Let's go here, right? Because I can say that I don't know if I was wrong for doing it, but
he was wrong.
Maybe I was, but what I did. Let me just tell you guys what I did. So this is, we closing anyway, but we're a little over half an hour. But what I did for Thanksgiving, one of my bonus daughters, she had her best friend staying with her in her apartment, and I guess her friend didn't have, nowhere to go really. So, we kept it, we got social distance and everything. We pretty much kept it down to basically the folks that we always kind of come around, and that was it, very minimal. And so she asked me if she could come, and I forgot. I actually had forgotten that. And my daughter's, she's grown, right? She's an adult, so she makes her own decisions. She has her own apartment, own car. She takes care of herself. So, I can't tell her who to have as friends, but I can recommend things. So this particular young lady has always been kind of not the best influence in my daughter's life. And she did something that was really like, you don't keep a friend for doing something like what this young lady did. make a long story short, I kind of forgot about it, and I did allow her to bring her, and she was just weird. Like everybody caught the vibes from the young lady, and she just seemed out of place. Thank God they didn't stay long, but you know, my daughter always comes through, and she's the sweetest person.
She is.
She's really.
My thing is, it's quarantine, and for Thanksgiving, you want to be around your close family. You don't want no strangers in your house during quarantine, looking weird. It was just a lesson for us, and you know, I felt myself getting pissed off, like, and I had to be like, Monique, at the end of the day, it already happened. This is gonna be a lesson, and we're gonna move over from it. I'm not gonna mess up my whole Thanksgiving on it, but for a second I was like, I could feel myself like getting pissed off. But at the end of the day, I know Mike didn't mean anything. He was just trying to be the nice, kind person he is. But no, COVID is real, and I'm real serious about protecting my family. And we all have a small circle that we stay in, and we don't, you know, with food being out and all that, and so yeah. So that was
Yeah, we did good. We did good though. So I mean, I'll take it. If that's an L, you know, I'll take one for that one. So
yeah, he gets an L for that one.
I'll take it.
But it's all good. You meant well, babe.
You know, my L it ends up being a W anyway, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I was trying to, you know, do something kind. It was a kind gesture, you know. Yeah. So.
All right, we went over our 30 minutes. Please like, subscribe, come up with some topics, give us some ideas. Also, things that you guys do with your family. We're gonna try to do something different with some other couples, but we just have to figure out how we're gonna do that.
If we do that, of course, it's probably gonna have to be like something Zoom.
Yeah,
like, you know, we'll maybe do a Zoom meeting, record it, and you know, also record the audio at least. We'll figure it out because I'm still learning, like with the whole audio video situation. I don't do any crazy special effects, but I do want to learn that kind of stuff, and everything's on YouTube. So.
Yeah. So thanks for listening to us. Guys. We appreciate you, and we'll be coming back next week with another topic.
Peace, love, and blessings, guys.
Peace.
All right. So that's still going, but I just, like I said, I'll edit it. Oh man.
That was good, baby.
It was a good one.